Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got some more WNBA player props for y'all here today on PrizePicks. It is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, June 27th. And if y'all are new to PrizePicks, as always, use this promo code right here down below, and that will match your first deposit instantly up to $100. So pick a number up to 100, match it. It'll get matched for first-time users instantaneously. All right, guys. Got a few games today. These WNBA chicks, they've been whooping my ass, man. We're right back on it. We have been button heads since I jumped into this WNBA, and it has been rough. I've yet to have an outright win. Couple picks hit here and there, but have not had a slip hit. It has been tough. Just bad reads, good reads that I feel like are good, and then I end up making an ass of myself. But hey, it is what it is, and we're gonna stay back on it. I'm gonna go down swinging. I'm gonna keep fighting for life. But I do have two picks that I like here today. We got a few games, and I did go through everything, and I like what I got here for these two picks. So, the New York and Connecticut. This should be a pretty good game. They're both ranked pretty tight. Looks like New York is at 3 and Con is at 2. And then Seattle, Minnesota. This should be a pretty good game. They're both not super great teams. They're ranked 10th and 11th, but they're still tight in rankings. So, it should be a good game. And then you got Dallas and Phoenix. Dallas sits at 6th, and Phoenix is at the bottom of the pack at 12th. So I'm going to stay away from this game. Try and play it a little safer with a couple overs that I like here on these more competitive games. And we will start. I got one pick from each game. So what we're going to look at here for our first one, pull up the PrizePicks desktop here. And for our first pick, we're going to take a look at Breanna Stewart. And it's going to be her. I think you go a couple different ways. I think what I really like here is over 2.5 blocks and steals. They have played, and like I said, she's playing the Connecticut Sun here. They played once this season in March, and Breanna Stewart racked up 10 blocks and steals that game. 10 blocks and steals. She had 6 steals and 4 blocks in that game. Pretty crazy. Her season average, per game average, is 3.5 blocks and steals. So even her average is a whole unit over this, which is always good to see there. Connecticut's rankings versus starting forwards are as follows. They are bottom 3 in the league on steals, so they're giving up the third most steals to the forward, and they're bottom 2 in blocks, so they're giving up the second most blocks to the starting forward position, and that comes out to a game average of 4.9 blocks and steals per game to this average. So we'll call it 5, but 4.9. But so they're giving up 5 blocks and steals on average to any given starting forward, and Breanna Stewart is that chick. So give me the over on her here, over 2.5 blocks and steals on what should be a nice, close, competitive game. So that's going to be pick number 1. Pick number 2, we will hop over to the Minnesota game. And what we're going to be looking at here is going to be, had her before, but it's going to be Ezi Magbagor. And we got Seattle Storm and Minnesota Lynx is who we got on the matchup here. And for Ezi, I like her over on points here. Let me get RotoWire pulled back up again really quick, because we got a few that are sitting. We got a few names that are sitting out, and we'll take a look at those as well. Okay, here we are. So Aerial Powers is gonna sit. Jessica Shepard sits. Tiffany Mitchell. And I like Ezi here to go up against this beat-up Minnesota team, not super deep tonight. It is their first matchup this year, so they have yet to play against each other. Like I said, Aerial Powers and Jessica Shepard, they sit. Mitchell sits. And Ezi her average points per game is 14.7. She's averaging 33 minutes per game. So, again, her average is already over the line So we like to see that. That's the first thing that we look for is their like, would they have to have an above average game to hit this line? And you always want that answer to be no, right? Because when you start getting into dangerous waters, whenever their average is below what it needs to be, then you have to start looking at situational basketball, everything that comes into play. But a good, safe starting spot to start looking at props and lines is what's their average versus their line. Her average is 14.7. The line is 14.5. She's playing against a not super deep team tonight. So I think this is a good spot for her to clear her 14.5. Like I said, she's averaging 33 minutes. Minnesota's ranks versus the starting forwards this season, points. They are bottom 3 in the league in field goals made, field goal attempts in general, and points. So they're offering the third most attempts, made field goals, and points. So I think this is going to be a really good spot for her to clear this 14.5, especially if her average is already over that. So this is going to be the 2 plays I really like here today. Let me know what y'all think. And for the love of God, let's get some money and get out of this deep hellhole that we've been stuck in. But let me know what y'all think. Sub to the channel, slap a like on the video. Let's make some money later.